Water fasting day 1, almost done. I'm water fasting to seek the Lord. Just, you know, doing my own mountaintop experience by making my emotions and my heart and my life still by fasting and seeking God. I was just finished my workout as well, so although I'm water fasting, I'm still going to train in the gym and hopefully retain muscle as much as possible, but my goal is to really just seek God.
Okay, so day 2 of water fasting on the 22nd of January 2019, and I did not think to do a physique update on day 1, so sorry about that, but I do have day 2, 3 and 4, and throughout the whole process I didn't really change too much physically, but that's fine because that wasn't really my goal. But I just thought it'd be interesting to document what impact it might have had on me physically anyway, just to showcase that. Morning guys, it is now Wednesday, day 3 of the water fast. Not gonna lie, it's been hard, it's been challenging. It's been really hard and challenging. Super quick physique update on my 3rd day of water fasting. I was water fasting to seek God, and I wasn't trying to lose weight or detox or heal, so really my body didn't actually change very much, which didn't bother me at all. But what I did do was have maybe 1 long black coffee a day, just 1, and so no sugar, no milk, so 0 calories still. And on this particular day I caught up with my beautiful friend Jackie, and she had an almond milk latte, and we caught up in this super quirky cafe that had antiques, and right behind me a dentist chair, which was a little creepy, but overall the space is very creative and eclectic. Good place to be in. There we go, it is now still the same day, Wednesday 23rd of January, backwards, but I just finished catching up with my friend. She's an incredible woman, and just went to Kurang, the Christian bookstore in Sydney, and got a whole bunch of things. Hang on, I'm just really thirsty. Recycling, so just had this milk bottle that my family drinking milk and stuff. I'm not drinking milk, but my family drinking milk, and I figured I needed a lot of water, so I just filled it up with water and took it with me today. It's 1.5 liters, so yeah. Anyway, right now I'm reading a really awesome book called The Emotionally Healthy Leader. I love it so much. Been learning so much just about dealing with family of origin stuff, childhood wounds, and things that we stuff down in our hearts and don't deal with, and then can kind of like come out in our relationships / the way we lead others. And so it's a really good book to really reflect on your internal world and how do you overcome a lot of these things to find more freedom and health and lead from a better place. So I'm loving the book so far. It's really good. And because I was Kurang, obviously I couldn't help it. I bought a lot of things. There's so much to learn. You know what, I'm working part-time, so it's kind of, you know, I need to be careful with my spending, but I kind of think about these books as investment into kingdom, investment into myself. You can only keep learning and growing. I think the moment you stop growing is the moment you start, like, not just plateauing, but you actually go backwards. This is true in health and fitness. Your muscles maintenance is a total lie. Like, if you don't continue to keep pushing yourself, your muscles do atrophy. You do actually reduce your quality of life. You need to keep working at your fitness and growing and improving and learning. In your brain, you need to keep learning and stimulating brain cells, because you don't want to like sort of become old like prematurely. And you just, in terms of personal growth, like especially for leaders, to lead others, you want to keep growing, you want to keep learning, because otherwise you're not able to give into other people's lives if you're stagnant. Like, how can you grow a thriving and inspiring people around you if you yourself are not being fed and growing and stretching every day? And so I got a whole bunch of books because I'm into learning and I'm into growing, both from a mental standpoint to spiritual standpoint to physical, mind, body, spirit. Like, I love all of that. I think it's important to have freedom in all areas. Anyway, so I got this book. It's called Love is a Choice. I'm excited to get into that after finishing Emotionally Healthy Leader, of course. But it's really just about, you know, love is 100% a choice. It's free will. If there's no free will in a relationship, that is control, manipulation, abuse. Oh, I mean, it can lean that way, you know, but without free will, it's not true love, because love requires the ability for someone to choose and make choices to choose you and vice versa. So I think that's a beautiful thing. I love that. I love that one day I'll get to choose the man that I invest my life in, and I guess co-invest life in and partner with, and I'm excited that someone will choose me too, and we work together as independent people who love Jesus but come together to build something even greater than what we could do alone. So that would be cool one day, but I'm enjoying my singleness right now, and I'm loving getting to learn in my own time all this stuff. And this one talks really about love being a choice, and how do you overcome things like codependency / abuse / you know, like feeling like you're always in a relationship where you're trying to fix things but it's just not working out. You know, like, I have a lot of thoughts about this kind of stuff already, having gone through some serious things myself and a lot of counseling and allowing God to really search me. But it's always good to learn new perspectives, get other people's perspectives, and just keep growing and learning. God has been talking to me a lot about courts in heaven, and just really praying strategically from that place of authority that we have in heaven. A lot of what we have in this world right now is really a shadow of what is in heaven. And so I was excited when I found this, and you know, because God has dropped it in my spirit to learn about courts in heaven, I decided it might be worth buying these books. And it's like a part 1, part 2 thing, where first one talks about our, like, claiming your inheritance from heaven. As a citizen of heaven, we are seated high above in heavenly places in Christ. And then also the second book is about, like, then identifying things in your life that may be curses and how to overcome them. I don't know about that. Like, I'm not really that into, like, looking into the kingdom of darkness, but it's good to be aware and not naive. And I'm excited about learning more about courts in heaven, because the Bible does mention it a lot. You know, Melchizedek was an order, a heavenly order, priestly order that the earthly priesthood was modeled after, and it's a priestly order that had no beginning or end. So it's really interesting. You know, it talks about that in Genesis. Lots of times it talks about courts, and so I'm excited to learn more. This is a gift for a friend, True Love Dates. I think it's just a really good book about learning to love God, love yourself, and heal, so that you can be in a place where you're set up to be in a healthy relationship. So you know, I've read it. I think it's great, and it's a present, and so I obviously think it's good, and I'm getting it for a friend who I think will be blessed a lot. A lot of my friends have talked about Watchman Nee. I know he's a very, like, one of our spiritual forefathers who has really walked in a lot of power, authority, and intimacy with God. And you know, I would just want to keep learning and understanding what I guess some of our forefathers have contended for and inherited, and see what we can, like, glean from that and then bring into my present. And then I dream a lot, so many dreams all the time, and I really need to, like, write my dreams down a lot more. Recently I had a really cool dream that I was on this ship, and I was just outside on the ship holding on to a section of it and just reaching out, catching snowflakes, and it was just a really beautiful, fun sort of feeling. And then I went inside and got all my friends excited about seeing the snow, and then we went out together, but then the snow was gone, but it was this, like, beautiful, like, waterfall, water landscape thing. So that was a dream, and I kind of need to unpack that a little bit more with God, and what does it mean, pray into it. But I also got this book to help me out with my dreams. I have so many dreams, and so it's called The Divinity Code to Understanding Your Dreams and Visions. I'm excited to have a dream dictionary finally, and just some sort of, like, I guess, structure from people who have practiced this a lot on how to unpack your dreams and really get God's glory. You know, God talks to us all the time. You have so many examples in the Bible where people get dreams. Joseph gets a dream to really confirm and get the encouragement he needed to move forward in his marriage with Mary. To Daniel, you know, getting dreams. Joseph, interpreter of dreams. Like, dreams are awesome. Like, I think dreams are so cool. Yeah, Daniel interpreted dreams, sorry. But yeah, that was my adventure in Kurong. Now I'm probably going to head to church to get some work done. Going to save my workout for later tonight. I am catching up with another friend later just to really do some I guess planning and goal setting for the year. One of my leaders at church want to make sure that they have everything they need from me and to be successful, and really excited to hear some of their goals and passions and dreams and what we can do to make them a reality. Love it. Yeah, that's kind of like what and I'm also going to help my brother pick up his car later because he went to the mechanic. So that's kind of my day. I'm water fasting, had a coffee as you can see earlier, but otherwise, and it was a long black, no calories, no nothing added to it. But the caffeine, I know some people fast caffeine too, but you know, for me, I haven't really felt the need to skip coffee as well. But maybe next fast, we'll see what the Lord says. Having a good day so far. So I am in the gym, as you can see, and it is still Wednesday 23rd. I'm still water fasting day 3, water fasting day 3, but in the gym now. Gonna try to get a bit of a workout down, 9:19, so hopefully I can be out of here by 10:30 at the latest. We'll see how I go, hey. So here I am warming up. I am doing a barbell military press for my shoulder day workout. And so it's literally just grabbing the barbell, that's 20 kilos, and pressing it up above my head. Most of my rep ranges right now are about 12 to 15, and I would usually do sets of 4. So for any of the exercises I show you, I'm pretty much doing them 12 to 15 reps 4 times. The reason why I like to keep the rep range 12 to 15 is because that's hypertrophy. So the focus there is to really build some muscle size and retaining that muscle size, especially during a leaning down phase. Keep in mind though, I am water fasting whilst I do this, and here I am drinking water, staying hydrated. And I wouldn't necessarily recommend working out when you are water fasting, but I am very experienced and I train a lot, so I was confident in my ability to be able to stay safe, but really not something I would recommend for other people to do when they're water fasting. I'm literally just resting the bar on my shoulders when I get tired here, but it's good to try to keep doing that 12-15 unbroken. I then supersetted these military presses with some tricep raises, holding a 10 kilo weight and just really trying to lower the weight down the back and then straight back up. I can really tell with the water fasting I'm a little weaker than usual, so normally I could do these unbroken, but just definitely feeling a little low energy. I then did lateral raises. So what I like to do is go really heavy for 10 to 12 reps on a very heavy weight, and then immediately drop them and pick up lighter dumbbells and do another 12 to 15 right afterwards. So I guess here I would be doing up to 30 reps from the heavy to the light, and I will do this 4 times. Next I did some Arnold press, and yeah, I love the Arnold press. It's a good rotation that really gets that full shoulder joint here
because you're not just lifting it up but also rotating it down and around. So I do really love the Arnold press, and I supersetted these again with some tricep raises, this time with a dumbbell. You can tell I'm definitely struggling because I haven't eaten all day, and actually for the past 3 days at this point. So struggling really, but still loving my time in the gym. Next I did some cable work, but I didn't actually get to film it for you, so sorry about that. But then I finally finished with this exercise that doesn't really have a name. It's just lifting the barbell over my head, and then on the second lift doing 4 dips and raises, just pressing from the back. And doing this a few times. You can tell I'm looking pretty tired at this point. So 10:21, finished my shoulder workout. Day 3 fasting done. I'm literally gonna go home, wind down, go to sleep, and see how I feel tomorrow. Might go day 4 fasting. I might break my fast tomorrow. Yeah, I would not recommend exercise whilst fasting. I don't know why I'm doing it. Yes, I do. I'm a physique athlete, and that's why I'm doing it. I'm trying to retain muscle, which sounds crazy. But you really should be experienced. Go to a doctor or have someone help you out if you're working out whilst fasting. I'm pretty experienced, and